service. Hi. How much is the water?
Just 50 bob.
Okay. Can I pay by M-Pesa?
No, you don't pay.
Phew.
Anita, it's you.
Oh my God.
Hi.
It's been a minute.
Oh, hey, for real.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, your service has taken 3 hours. Mother Macho.
It's the first time you come to
Macho.
church.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Can we go somewhere and sit? Because these
Oh,
shoes.
sorry. Let me just clear here. There's someone coming for the next shift. And the water?
I have to pay by M-Pesa. You said you don't have M-Pesa.
So you buy somewhere else?
Yes.
So you
Please, let's go. Whoa.
Hey,
God, I was so tired.
how was the preaching?
Yeah, the preaching was, well, there. But what? That Kamama who was sitting at the edge there. Why, she was given a chance to sing. Goodness, she has the worst voice.
And she, what kind of mind is that?
I think her name is Brenda.
Brenda.
Because I heard Brenda and then she said, yes, I have a song.
Oh,
She sang, Jesus, you love me too much.
and that thing it requires vocals.
I tell you, she has nada.
No,
Hey, did you hear
what?
that Nani got pregnant? Again.
What?
Bobo.
Oh, hey, not that girl.
Imagine. And now I hear that it's not with the same guy.
Another one.
Another one.
Hey.
Then, what was her name? What was her name? This girl we were with in high school.
Stella.
Yes, Stella.
Oh my goodness.
Stella apparently damaged a marriage. And now the wife went to her house the other day.
Alichapwa.
Akina kwambia alifyatuliwa.
Kama
grenade.
The drama?
You always miss the drama. I never miss drama. I like drama.
Oh my god, I miss that one.
Then, in the process, the guy who was dating Brenda arrived at the scene and found Brenda being beaten by another woman who was claiming that Brenda, oh God, the story is just...
Oh my god, I missed that one.
Then, this other mama in our plots, you know that mama? The one, Momo. The other day she was beaten by the husband.
Now, how do you beat such a big...
I know. She was beaten. I was just yelling, whoa,
and my kids.
The kids, thank God they had gone. You know, they went to boarding. When people realized that such things are happening in that family, they had to take them.
She's the woman who wanted to come to your place and click the thing they were chased on.
Yes, can you imagine? And then I would have been caught by that husband of hers.
What?
I tell you, there's a lot of drama.
Wow. In the past time, he had some problems.
Yeah, the pastor, I hear that the pastor is dating that mama. God, that mama who's married. That mama.
He's dating a married woman.
Yeah, apparently.
What? And now
wonders will never cease.
That church.
I don't know. In fact, I'm going to look for another church.
Your
church is full of scandals.
Hey, how are you even lucky they have reduced?
Really?
Hey, there were many. There were many.
The girl who sings, who starts the praise and
Don't
worship.
even start with that girl. She has aborted 3 times.
3.
Yani, the way we see people outside. Hey, na unamtaka kitembea na ni mzuri. Hey,
nakwambia nguo ufunika mambo. Uko nataka maji, si ndio?
Nimekunywa kidogo.
Okay. So, do you know even I heard that this other girl, Mama Nani, the daughter to Mama Shiko.
Vivian, no, that's her last one. That's
Shiko, this Mama Shiko.
Sandra.
Yes. Sandra Wanjiko. Apparently alikataa kusoma.
Sasa ameacha shule akae wapi?
Na venye wako na mashida kwao.
Si sasa ametoa zaidi ya familia.
Unaona kama tinaweza saidika?
Zingine.
Oi,
zinatolewa wapi?
are we going to order?
Yeah, by the way.
But what's the time? I will check.
What? It's 4.
We've been talking for 4 hours.
4 hours. Kai, my kids, they're still at Sunday school. Who's going to get them?
I think now we better go.
Let us go home.
We just pay for water anyway.
Yeah, I'll use M-Pesa to pay for water.
Okay. Oh, but we need to catch up.
Hey,
it's been a minute.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's been long.
Yeah, it's been long.
We'll find some time to meet.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I need to go and remove these shoes.
People say that knowledge is power, and that is very true. But the most unfortunate and saddest thing is that people like spreading damaging and intimate details about others. And that is what gossip is. And am I saying that I've never gossiped? No, I have. But one day I had to ask myself, why do I do this? Why sit and speak bad things or damaging stuff about another person? Would I want to be, because I have been gossiped and I know how it feels. Proverbs 16:28 tells us that a perverse person stirs up strife and a gossip separates close friends. A woman went to a priest and said, "Father, I have a problem with gossiping. Every time I found myself talking about people. What should I do, Father?" And the priest said, "Well then, when you get home, take a piece of paper and cut it into small pieces. Then go to your window and blow those papers away." The woman went home and did exactly that and came back the following day and reported. And she said, "I did what you said." And the priest said, "Now, go and collect the papers that you blew away." And the woman was like, "How do I do that? They went in different directions. How do I collect them?" And the priest said, "That is what gossip does. The moment words leave your mouth, they cannot be taken back." And you know the saddest thing about gossip, what it is that it makes us look at a person in a different way. Maybe you had held this person in high regard, but then you don't do that anymore. And not because of something they did to you, but because of what you've been told. So what do we do? And gossip is so sweet. 1, make a commitment before God and before you, and to yourself rather, that you will not be gossiping about people. It won't be easy, but you have to do that. And when it's itchy and you're feeling like this, that you have to share information about someone, sit with your pen and paper or with your pen and journal and write it down. Then burn it. Or take a video speaking to yourself. 2, and I know it's not as nice and exciting as speaking to someone else when you're speaking to yourself, but if you want to stop that nonsense, you better do that. 2, don't listen to other people as they gossip. Many times we find ourselves in situations where we were a group and someone comes in and starts telling you a story about someone else. Do you listen or what do you do? No, stop it. Tell the person, you know what, we cannot have this conversation when this person is not here to defend themselves. And the moment you do that, there are people who won't like you, but you're going to gain trust and you're going to gain respect. But Joe, can I just listen and sit pretty and I don't say a thing, but I just listen? No, you are worse than the person even telling you the story, because you're listening to damaging information about someone else and you're doing nothing. 3, don't judge people based on what you've heard from someone, from a gossip. You have 2 choices to make. Either allow the gossip to determine how you look at that person, or allow your experience with that person make you see who they really are. And I think the latter wins all the time. Let yourself experience who the person is before you make any judgment. 4, think before you speak. Do we really think before we speak? Do we really ask ourselves why we are even telling whatever we are telling or speaking about? Before you speak and share information about another person, ask yourself, why am I telling this other person? Is the story about them? 2, what value is it adding to me? 3, is it making me a better person? 4, is it drawing me closer to God? 5, is it making me money? If it is not doing any of that, and you know the saddest thing is that you've seen some gossip columns that spread rumors, just a rumor. Someone will just start a story about Joe, and then it gets into the tabloids or in social media, and there are people who make lots of money, sadly, based on all that. Why sit down talking about someone's family, how they were beaten? Why sit down and talk about someone who's cheating on their wife? Why sit down talking about someone who doesn't shower? Why sit down talking about a priest, a pastor, name it? What value is that adding to your life? Because it's just making you shallow-minded. And if you have friends who just make you talk about others, ditch those friends. Oh, just ditch them. Because you are, like it said, show me your friends and I'll tell you your character. 5, people who gossip to you will gossip about you. Beware of that. And that's why you'll find there are people who will always find themselves being fought in their houses. Have you seen in the villages or in places where someone is always being fought by other women or other men because they said something? Why? Because you speak. Then the other person, when they leave, because they're itching to go and tell someone else, they go and say that you're the one who spread all those rumors. And you didn't. Actually, most of the things that were said, when you hear them, are the ones that this person said. But how will you defend yourself? And already the stories are out there. The question is, when we go spreading stories about people, if it's good information, oh, by the way, did you know that she started a TV show? Why don't you go and like it? Did you know that they have such beautiful children and they have a happy marriage? How come no one says such things? We only spread when things have gone bad. I learned my lesson. One time, a friend of mine was discussed, and I was there. I didn't stop it. Not only one time, quite a number of times. And I contributed, I won't lie. But then I had to call myself for a meeting and ask myself, why am I doing this? What kind of a person do I want to become? Who am I becoming really? I always look at people and say, wow, she has a big mouth. I really want to be like that. But I was becoming that kind of a person. So I called myself for a meeting and I said, no, enough is enough. I can't be that person. Be the change you'd like to see in the world. And the only way you can do that is by saying, enough, I can't do this. Then be a good friend. Support your friends when they're not around. Defend them behind their backs. Then to their faces, tell them, you have a problem and you need to work on this. That is what friendship is all about. And the truth hurts. When you tell someone the truth to their faces, they won't like it, because who likes correction? Who likes being told that they normally smell? No one likes that. Thank you guys for watching. Like our channel and see you next time. Have a gossip-free time.